Hey, wheelchair rugby fans and future wheelchair rugby fans. My name is Eric Ingram, and I'm the president of the United States Quad Rugby Association, or the USQRA. What this is the first and hopefully a series of videos where you get to ask us questions about wheelchair rugby, be it the sport itself or about the USQRA as an organization. Any questions you have about anything really as they relate to wheelchair rugby, we want to help answer. So we've lovingly titled this series, because we like letters so much, Q&A with the USQRA. So check this video out and let us know what you think. This first video will be about my role in the upcoming USA Wheelchair Rugby Selection Camp the first weekend of January. So USA Wheelchair Rugby runs the high-performance program for wheelchair rugby in the United States. In Paralympic years, it would basically be Team USA. I don't want to get too in-depth in what they do. You should check out their website at USAWR.org. To reiterate, USAWR.org to find all the actual information about the organization, because I don't want to misstate anything. But every year, USA Wheelchair Rugby hosts a selection camp to pick the best 12 to 16 athletes in the country that will compete internationally to represent the United States at wheelchair rugby competitions abroad. And what it features is approximately 30 to 40 of the best athletes from across the country all competing for those 12 to 16 spots. And it's a grueling 4-day process. 3 of those days go from morning to evening, 3 sessions of everybody giving 100 to 110%, whatever they have, to try to make it on that squad. And I've been there as an athlete, and it is a grueling experience that really takes every ounce of ability you have. And this time, I'm going to be on the other side of the aisle as part of the selection committee. In addition to the athletes, you'll see a ton of people there representing different parts of what makes our sport function. So you'll have the coaching staff for USA Wheelchair Rugby, which will be part of the selection committee. You have the support staff, which help with things like equipment, getting people transferred and taped up, getting them ready. You've got medical staff there, the trainers for if anyone gets injured or has any medical issues. You've got referee help for scrimmaging, and all sorts of people all pitching in to make this thing happen. Excuse me. And it happens at the Lakeshore facility in Birmingham, Alabama. Lakeshore is a wonderful organization that has become the steward of wheelchair rugby in the United States, specifically with USA Wheelchair Rugby, and provides them a home for all of their activities, such as selection camp and all of their various training camps and things like that. If you want more information about Lakeshore, definitely check out their website at lakeshore.org. So my role on the USA Wheelchair Rugby Selection Committee is as the USQRA ex officio member. Now what that means is I will be a part of every one of the selection team's meetings where we discuss what happens after each session, and I'll be able to provide input after every session and on each athlete, but I won't have a direct vote in who ultimately gets selected. But my opinions will be heard, and I'll definitely have a vital role in the whole overarching process. I'll have access to essentially everything that happens in the tryout process, and I'll get to see everything the rest of the selection committee sees. And my role specifically give insight to the USQRA and how the selections are ultimately made. I know as an athlete competing, unfortunately I never made it, so each time I got cut, I thought there was some reason that the universe was working against me to make sure I didn't make the team. Everyone out there playing thinks that they're the best person out there for the job. And that's a big reason you're at tryouts, because you think you're the one that's going to make it. And when you don't, I know it can be a crushing experience. So there's a lot of confusion as to what happens behind the scenes, such as, a smoky room in the back where decisions are made. And my position is to shed a light on what happens back there. So I get insight and access to all the decisions made. So you out there can come to me and ask, did I think everything that happened at the tryout went well? Like, was everything by the book? And I can provide answers back, hopefully, that yes, everything went smoothly. So being involved as the USQRA ex officio member of the selection committee has really opened my eyes to the difficulty in choosing the best players for the roles needed for the U.S. national team. And what that means is it might not be everyone's individual chance to make it on the team. I know when I got cut before, it was crushing, it was heartbreaking, and it wasn't fun. And I had suspicions about why decisions were made the way they were. On the other side of that, you really get a lot of clarity when you get to watch from the sidelines and see everything that's going on. People fit into specific roles that work for them and work for the line that they run in and the team as a whole. So it really comes together on the selection side that might be a little bit cloudier from the perspective of the person on the court. And that's really what I witnessed last year in my first time on the committee. It was really eye-opening to see people's performance from an unbiased perspective and how they performed, the tasks they were assigned, the roles they were assigned, and really the whole wheelchair rugby experience changed in my eyes, being a viewer from the sidelines. So that's what I am able to gather and gain from my role on the selection committee. And it's really changed my perspective. The benefit I see for having USQRA rep at the table is that it gives the organization insight and access to the things that happen at the selection camp. So it gives USQRA a voice, and it also gives USQRA members access to someone who is a part of the process to make sure the process actually goes according to the book and the way it's supposed to. It also acts as a way to further bring together the organizations that are involved in wheelchair rugby in the United States, that being the USQRA, USA Wheelchair Rugby, and Lakeshore. The cooperation of those three organizations will help to grow the sport and provide a stable foundation for the sport to grow even more than it already has. And that's really the hopes for our involvement and with the selection committee, as well as with future projects and programs down the road. So hopefully this video has helped answer your questions if you had them. And we hope that future videos can help answer whatever questions you end up having after this. So please leave some comments and questions below, and we will try to prepare the next set of video or videos for future viewership and consumption. Like our various social media accounts, like and share this video, and let us know what you think. Thank you.